Hey Sweaty, welcome back to the channel. My name is TSOLGAMES and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make Batman, the Dark Knight. And this is Dark Knight from TEMU, this is Batman from Walmart, this is the Great Value brand. And so we won't be able to get the ears going, but we'll get everything else going and then some, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So check it out. Don't forget, if you want to help support my channel, just like, subscribe, comment down below if you like this or if there's any changes you would make personally to the character. And because there's no one right way to do it, especially because Batman has like 100 different variations of his own costume. So there's a lot of different ways we can do this. I'm going to just show you the most basic way we can do this just for time's sake. And then you guys let me know what you like to do in the comments. Also use code TSOLGAMES in the Fortnite item shop whenever you make a purchase or buy a battle pass. An emote, something like that. It really helps me out. So just type TSOLGAMES, no spaces, click search, green check comes up, and that purchase will support my channel. Thank you guys very much. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the locker. So first things first, let's get into the edit styles. So for this one, I think the best way to do this is just use the first suit pattern Intrepid, and then go half mask. We're going to keep the mask on, that's fine, it doesn't matter either way. And then the belt is on. Batman always has a belt. Primary material is going to be cloth and black. We're going to do black cloth here. Then for the secondary material, we're going to do silver and metallic. This is going to give us a little bit of a kind of armory texture to the sides and to the secondary color patterns, and keep the face mask, the chest, and the gloves and the boots really smooth. I like this style for it. There's plenty of ways you can do this with the other suit patterns, but for this purpose, we're going to do this one. Now, another great choice is using this one here, but you lose out on the appearance of the mask. And so you get the gloves, you get even the underwear pattern here is really great, and a chest logo that kind of stands out. But for the stalwart, you lose out on the mask. So for my purpose, I'm going to go Intrepid. So just keep that in mind. You can play with these however you like. For the accessory color, we're going to go with a mustard yellow. You can do the bright yellow too. I think both are great, but I'm going to go with mustard yellow. For the eye effects, we're just going to go off, and we're going to turn the eye color to white. This is his comic book look, white eyes. And so just go ahead and click white. You can change this if you need to. I think this is the most universal for Batman, is just the white right there. Next up, skin tint and hair. We're just going to keep those off, default. And for the logo, you can do a lot of things. Batman's chest logo a lot of the time is yellow. You can do like the toxic symbol works great. This one here is pretty decent. The skull is okay. I think a lot of them just don't really feel like a bat, except for I've found this one, even though it's not yellow, is kind of that shape. So I actually really like the shape of this one. It feels very bat-like, and because it's dark, it kind of gives that illusion of a bat symbol. I enjoy that one. So the finger hearts is a great one, but you guys can choose for yourself what you like. For me, I'm going to go with this one. That is our Batman. So you can see our Batman character right here. One thing's missing from Batman. It's his cape, right? And so we want to make sure we have something there, and I'll show you guys several options for that. Let's join me over here. I happen to have the Batman 0-point set. Now in this one, Batman is very heavily armored, and the cape has a huge armored section on the back right here. I feel like this is a little bulky for a traditional Batman look, and so even though this is a Batman cape, I don't choose this one for my Batman. If you have black capes, those are what we'll focus on. There's the Apocalyptic Shroud, which you could change the color and just make the color for it this orangey color, and it should match pretty good. There's also the purple. You could do blue. Those are great choices too. I don't like this one because of how ornamental this back piece is. I want it to be something much more simple. The Chapter 3 Season 3 cloak is epic. So this one is the Stormfarers, and this one is just straight black. It's got a little bit of a pattern here, but it's not so flashy and not so showy that this works excellent for a Batman cloak. This would be a top 3 contender for me. There's another one up here. The Golden King's Cape, if you have no other choice but the Chapter 5 Season 2 King set, you can do that. There is the reactivity. You can do on or off. So if you do off, it won't like turn gold or whatever. You can just leave it. So the Golden King's Cape, that way it'll stay a little darker. It's got some gold lace through it though, so that one I wouldn't default to that one. This one, however, is the best choice for Batman's cape, and that's because the Emote Cape, which is part of the Boundless set, which is the superhero set, Chapter 2 Season 4, this one hits the shop fairly often. Most of the sets that I make for these tutorials have this if it's a caped hero, because you can do anything with this. It's really cool. So for this one, I just go black and black. And this is the one I choose. The superhero cape is the best one. And yeah, that's Batman. So now with that out of the way, we have ourselves Batman from TEMU. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pickaxe. So for the pickaxe, there's several choices. Batman has a Batarang axe from the Chapter 2 Season 7 bundle. This is the Batman 0-point set. This is a great choice. It has a Batarang on it, but what I decided to do was not go with this one. You can do this one, of course. There's swords, of course. He's also a martial artist trained as a ninja. You could do just Ninja Batman. And there's lots of sword options in Fortnite. There's even knife options like the stun knife. Really cool. I wanted to stick very close to kind of what Batman's all about. And the only weapon that he really uses very often is a grappling gun, which I don't think there's a pickaxe for that. But there's also his Batarangs. And one way you can make that, guys, is, let me see if I can find it. This one right here, the Omni Sword. So you can see I've already kind of kitted this out. I used this one, the thruster, the top blade thruster. The guard is diverge and the bottom blade is thruster. And if you do that, it makes a really small kind of Batarang shape, and it's really cool. You can do single or dual, it doesn't matter. And what I would do is I would either keep a blue color for the Batarang or one of the yellow colors for the Batarang, either Inferno or Hypersonic. I wouldn't go with any other color. I would just stick to the Batman colors, which are blue and yellow. And because his belt is yellow, I'm going to go with yellow. So this is going to create a nice Batarang shaped pickaxe for us in both hands or single hand, it doesn't matter. And even though it's very glowy, it's not very stealth, it still fits the bill. And to me, that's the best way to do Batman's pickaxe. There's also arm blades, which he does have arm blades. And so if you have any of the arm blade type of items, the Storm Shielder's blades is a great one. Chapter 3, Season 3. That's a great option too. But for me, this is the best one, the Omni Sword, kitted out like a Batarang. So let's go with that. And now for the umbrella. Let's go to umbrella. Like I said, I have the Chapter 2 Season 7. If you don't have this one, I'm going to show you a few other options that are on the table that work just as well. The Deathstroke Destroyer, Batman 0-point set. Also good, same set. If you don't have that one, there's plenty more options. If you wanted to go bat themed and you have this Spider-Man one, you could do the Goblin Glider from the Green Goblin set. That's a Chapter 3 Season 1. You could, of course, do the Polysynth Kite. This one I really like. I think there's two styles. I wouldn't do the second one. The first one is the black one, and this one is really nice. This does look like something Batman would be rocking. Even with the little blue lights on there, it just feels very Christian Bale Batman. I like this. Let's say you want to go a little silly with it. You could do the Wraith Wings. It's just straight up bat wings. That one's fun too. This would be kind of close to like a man-bat type of situation. Another choice here is the Flight Risk. So the Maverick Mastermind set has an alt. If you choose the alt, it's the tactical set. This one looks like Deathstroke colors, but it's very Batman. It's very dark gray. And this one can also work just fine. So that's another option if you might have it in your locker from Chapter 4, Season 4. You could do like a Batmobile. This one's from Chapter 5, Season 1, the Big Cat Brawler, Victory Vaunter. This one is very similar to like a 60s Batmobile. And I think that there's another Contrail that actually goes with this one pretty well too. So keep this one in mind. You could be mixing and matching these up however you like. Another one that's great is the Slider, the Sneaking set from the Solid Snake set. And this one just feels really on point with like what Batman would be doing. This one just seems like a Batman type of tech. The best one, in my opinion, is this one, and I know not everyone's going to have that set, so I wanted to give you guys several options, but this is what I use. The next one is the Contrail. For this one, there's a lot of options. The best one I actually think is this one, the Wicked Wings Psionic Eclipse Chapter 4 Season 4 option, because this Contrail has bats that just emerge from that little well, and it's very, very on point with his character and with his origin story. And so with the bats just rising up, it's just really perfect for this kind of thing. Every now and again, you see a bird come up, or two doves, and they just turn into the bats when they go through the portal. It's pretty cool. I really like this Contrail for Batman. And another one would be like taillights. I recommend this for almost all of the superhero ones. You guys will see that. But this one's really cool. Clutch Delivery set from Chapter 4, Season 4. Him just jamming through the streets, saving the city. And that's a really great choice. If I go ahead and click that, I'll just rotate it so you can see it. He's just jamming through the streets. It's perfect. Another one would be Wasteland Drifter. This one's also good. Same idea, but it's more in the wasteland and as opposed to in the streets. I think the streets one is a little bit better for Batman though. Another one you can do is just kind of color code this Shardfall to yellow and just have it kind of trail behind him. That's a fun one too. Another silly kind of one would be this one, the big score, and this could just be like Bruce Wayne throwing his money at the at the project. It's pretty funny. He's loaded. He's rich and nuts. So if you have this one, the big score, this one's very Bruce Wayne, and this is just kind of funny. It's kind of funny to just point that out. This drone drop, and it's just a bird following him as he falls to the sky. And why is this one on point for Batman? Well, because Robin is his sidekick, and this is kind of just alluding to Robin being his little disciple following him around. That's a fun one. The drone drop with the bird behind him from the Intrepid Scoundrel set in Chapter 4, Season 3. So I like to use this one. I like to use the money one. There's several great options, but for me, the Bat one is the best, the Wicked Wings. All right, that is it. That is Batman from TEMU. You guys now have yourselves a nice, lovely Batman complete and ready to go. And if you just have the superhero skin and you don't have anything else, you can still make do, even without the cape. It's really, really nice, and it looks almost all black when you're in the game. So it's pretty cool. I really enjoy this set. Let me know what you guys think about this one down below. I have a lot more of these in my locker. Like, I just haven't made the tutorials yet, so if you guys do want to see that, just let me know in the comments which ones you want to see. I mean, I've got like a ton of heroes here. Ladypool. I mean, I did the Flash already. I've got Nightwing ready to go, Superman. So if you guys want to see any of these, any of the other ones, I've got like a knockoff Mystique. I've got Bullseye from Daredevil. Whatever you guys want to see, I can show you and do a tutorial for you so you guys can see how I do it. You guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Like and subscribe and use code TSOLGAMES in the Fortnite item shop when you make your purchase. And I'll see you guys next time right here on TSOL Games.